Hey everyone, welcome to an abbreviated version of After the Hunt. I kept all of my Vegas notes separate. I went to Vegas, I brought back 5,000 singles, and over the last 5 weeks, you've seen me go through them 1,000 at a time. This is the rundown of everything that I found. When I checked to see the stuff from my other boxes, if there was any matches there, and just the star note check as well. We got to check the star notes. So let's get started with the finds. First of all, let's go with the good stuff right away. Got a couple ones that I put in the sleeves. This first one, as you can see, that 8 has got an ink smear on it, almost filling that center, almost. I've only seen that like once or twice. It's not something that happens too often. So is it worth anything? I don't know. Probably not. But do I think it's neat? I certainly do. And that's why I'm keeping it, because I'm a collector and I collect things that are neat. I don't necessarily buy them, but to find it in circulation, yeah, that's cool. That makes my list of stuff. One of the other cool ones I found, I didn't know what to do with these. Some people are telling me these are worth money. I would never run out and buy one. Then again, the more I think about it, I wouldn't really run out and buy a radar either, because I find those all the time. This one is quad pairs, 11220088. And I found this one. They're about half as likely as finding a radar or a repeater. But yeah, so considering I found one in 5,000 notes, yeah, that's about right. And speaking of repeaters, I did find an actual repeater, 79907990. We all know these start off at about 20 bucks and go up from there. So that was certainly an actual find from the hunt. So those were the keepers that went into a sleeve. Now, just keep that in mind. Of 5,000 notes, I found 3 that were sleeve worthy. If you're finding more than that, you better question what you're actually hunting for. All right. Speaking of the other things, well, we're not going to. Well, we'll knock these out, sure. Here are my stack of trinaries. Okay, I just got done showing you all the stuff that may have an actual value. 3 total notes, each note a different type. These are my trinaries. Trinaries, there were 23 of them. Every single one of these is a trinary. Every single one of these is worth face value. For anybody to say that they are worth anything more than that is just trying to make it sound like something is more than it isn't. People who tell you that trinaries are worth something will search one strap of singles and they'll find one trinary and say, see how rare it is? Well, no. When you search thousands of notes, you find hundreds of trinaries. Once again, the repeater that I found, that's worth 20 bucks. I found one of them, and I found 23 trinaries. Now, people ask me why I pull them. One, to show you how many there are, but 2, I save these and I try to match serial numbers. Not that I think trinaries have any additional value. They don't. But I think it's very cool to find 2 notes that have the exact same serial number. I think it's even more cool that I found them. Now, you can ask yourself, if you go on eBay and buy 2 trinaries from 2 different sellers that each have the same serial number, is that pair of trinaries worth anything more? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But I'm not going to go out and buy notes to match serial numbers, because I actually have fun with the hobby. I think it's fun to go looking through all this stuff. I enjoy the hunt. So for me to go through notes and to find 2 notes with the exact same serial number, that's what makes it fun. I'm not interested in how much it's actually worth, because I know we're starting with notes that are fairly easy to find and have no additional value. So what are 2 random notes with the same serial number worth? I don't know. If it's something that intrigues you, great, go for it. But as far as paying anything over face value, I don't know what you would ever get back out of it. So yeah, I do it because I enjoy the hobby. So trinaries, found 23 of those. I also checked my book. I did not have any matches with those. The other thing I collect are quads. Once again, quads have no additional value. I don't care. Some people will tell you that if you have quad zeros and it starts it, that's a low number. No, it is not. Low numbers have to have 5 zeros before it's considered a low number and before it is worth anything over face value. So keep that in mind. If the best possible number for quads is zeros, and the best possible position for those zeros are the first four spots, and they still aren't worth anything over face value, then no, quads are not worth anything. Quads are also harder to find than trinaries. So I want to say there's 700,000 combinations for trinaries. I think there's like 400,000 combinations for quads or something to that effect. So yeah, they're harder to find than trinaries, and they're still worthless when you start checking what certain things are worth. Anyway, for quads, I managed to find 36 quads, which was interesting that I found more quads than trinaries, considering that they're a little harder to find. But I also found two notes that were 5 of a kind. I've got 5 3s and 5 8s on these two notes. Usually you want to find six in a row for those to be worth anything. But those were the quads. All right. Next up, here's some interesting things here. I've got a Where's George, another Where's George, and another Where's George. 3 Where's George notes. So I've got to log those and put them back out into circulation. I also got a pair of birthday notes. No, I didn't. This one was the fake birthday note, 40/12/1998. 40 is not a month. 40 is also not a day. So some people will try to tell you that was April 12th or December 4th. No, that's not how it works. That's trying to make something seem like it's worth money. So no, not going to fall for that one. This one is a birthday note that's backwards, 2009, August 17th. Once again, if I saw this with my birthday on it, maybe I'd give them a couple bucks for it. It would have to be in the proper order for me to pay anything serious. For me to pay $20 if it was in the proper order for my birthday, yeah, I'd give them 20 bucks. But if it was in a reverse order or something else, probably not. Yes, if I found it in circulation, I'd be very happy that I found my birthday in the wrong order. But I'm not going to go actively hunt down my birthday in the wrong order. Because I'm not going to actively hunt down my birthday in the wrong order, I don't expect you to hunt down your birthday in the wrong order. So if nobody's hunting for their own birthday out of order, it's safe to say that birthdays out of order have no additional value. All right. So that's those. Then I have this stack here. This was a note that had a bingo dauber on there. That's not an ink smear. So no, it's not worth anything, even though I did show somebody sell one of these, a sold listing. Somebody sold a note just like this for $5. So buy yourself a bingo dauber at the dollar store, preferably green ink, stamp all the notes you want, and now your dollars are worth $5, according to eBay. Unless, of course, people just scam people on eBay. And if that's the case, how do you use eBay as the end-all, do-all for quantifying what fancy serial numbers are worth? You can scam anybody once. The second you scam one person, now you have a sold listing showing that you can sell it for that. That doesn't mean it's worth that much. That means you scammed somebody. Somebody got scammed for that price. What do we got here? Oh, somebody drew glasses on George, so another art note. And this one had I don't know if that's actual ink or if that's just a pen or whatever. I noticed it, so I pulled it. I can afford to set $1 aside as a neat little find, so I will. This is an alternator, has zeros as the alternators, and this one is an alternator with ones. Technically a birthday note, 10/16/1918. If you were born then, I will give you this note. Another alternator with 7s, and another alternator with 9s. So those were that group of interesting notes. Then I've got this stack, which was all of the older notes. I kept a couple from like 2006 that were in really crisp condition. Other than that, I have a total of 26 notes that were from the 2000s. I have 19 notes from the 1990s. There's 1990s, whether it be 99, 95, 93. And then I've got 4 notes from the 80s. And I ended up with 1 note from the 70s, right there, and 1 note from the 60s. So those were those finds. The note from the 60s, that is a bar note too. Or no, it's not. It's a 69B from Atlanta. So that might even fill a hole. I didn't check that one out. We'll have to check that out. And finally, the thing most of you are probably waiting on, my stars. I have a total of 29 star notes. 29 star notes, and you guys know what I do. The first thing I do is put them in order by year, and then by Federal Reserve. And then I will go through to see if any of these are rare print runs. So let's bust out the computer. I actually have it all set up. I just gotta tilt the camera so you can see it. I can do this without dropping everything on the floor. Careful. There we go. Zoom that up, and there we go. And yeah, I know it's kind of crooked. That's all right. We're just trying to show the print runs. Scoot this over here. All right, let's get started. 2021, first notes we're looking at are the B series. B series, we're looking at 05 or 005 and under, and that's 06, so that's not going to do it. Then we're talking the G notes 032 to 07. Well, there's 035. That's in that range. That's in that range right there, which means that's one of 640,000. And then we've got a 2017A. So let's go here down to 2017. 2017A. We are looking for, the first shot is 640,000 from the B series. Do I have any of those? There's a B series. What is it? You're looking for 032 to 038, and that is certainly not it. I've got an F. I zoomed in on the camera, so I'm sorry if I'm bouncing these notes around here. 2017A, F. We're talking 032 or higher. That's 029, so that's not in the range. This one's higher, but is it too high? Yeah, way too high. This would have to be 06, and I'm sorry, it'd have to be 16, and it's 13, so that's not it. 14, 14, 14, 15. Oh, it starts right here. Where is it? At 16000, and this is 1598. So the last grouping there. All right. Down to G, anything in G, we're looking for 064. So can I find a 064 with G? Nope. And 16, 16. Nope. And then we go to the L's. This one is, well, what do we want for L? We want 032 or higher for L. Do I have a 032? Here's one. 032. That says 033. That's in the range. That's another one of 640,000. So we got two of those. I gotta set these down before I drop them. Now we are to the 2017 series. A has a short print, 064. That's what we're looking for in the A's. Nope. Then we go to F. 002 or less. No, not gonna do it. Nope. Then we get to the H's, 032 or higher. Nope. Nope. Then we go all the way to K, 032 to 034. Nope. L is 032. Nope. Already to 2013. 2013, look at this. 2013 B. Now you're looking for 00250 or lower. This is only 024, so that's not in the range. Or you want notes that are 032 all the way to 096 for those B notes. So this is not one of them. But this is. That's one of the duplicate notes. People say they sell these for about 20 bucks a piece. The 2013 B stars. So that's a good find. Then we're talking the D block. 032. Nope. Go to H. No H's. K. 005 or less. Nope. And then 2013 L. 000. Nope, that's not it. And then the final note we have a 2003A. 2003A. Scroll down here. There we go. 2003A. This is an E note, right? Yep. E001. We're in business. We got one. That's 1 out of 320,000. So I have a 1 out of 320,000. I have 2 that are out of 640,000. And the 1 B series duplicate printed star. So that's what I had for stars. Normally you see me go through about 200 stars. It's a lot easier to go through the more stars like that because you're not looking at each individual note. But yeah, that was my run out for those. So that takes care of all the stuff that I pulled. I'm going to go through my quads and my trinaries. Anything that's got writing or that's in really bad shape will go back in circulation. Anything else will get fed back into my boxes so that I can continue to try to match those notes. So that's what I found in my Vegas runs. You did see the video, hopefully, where I pulled out the additional 729 non-fancy serial numbers just to show what other people are trying to claim are worth money. Yeah, sorting through straps of singles, looking for the good stuff. If it was that easy, they wouldn't, they wouldn't be worth it. What makes them worth money is they're rare. If you can find them in every strap, it's not rare. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.